Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants brought to you by W.GG. W Energy Drinks, get your W on. Um, I am just Mike. To my right tonight, we have Phil, aka the Smarter Strong Style. Below me, we have Josh, aka Bad Karma. And to the bottom right corner, we have, excuse me,
Oh, bless you.
no kidding. We have Jay, the Louisiana Dungeon Crawler. Is that what it says? Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana Championship of Music.
Go! We gotta get this man an eye exam and a pair of bifocals.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call him the Louisiana basement dweller?
Bro, you realize we don't have basements down here. It would flood.
There's too much moisture down here.
Yeah, we don't. Oh, I knew one guy that had a basement, and it was so massive. We skateboarded and built ramps in his basement.
Damn.
Yeah, playing White Zombies, like La Sexorcisto. It was cool.
Nice. The Louisiana booty crawler.
Well, she's got a point there. She's got a point. If she got a nice round booty and all that, I'll get all up in that.
All right. So first off on the agenda, let's get things rolling.
By the way, Raina, that's for the low price of FREE free. I'll give you that.
Free 99.
Free 99.
Shout out New York City for voting for a man who eats rice with his bare hands as their new mayor.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean you personally, Raina. I was just saying in general. I'll give him the meat stick for free 99.
Anyway, so the first thing on the agenda is I noticed we were talking about it a lot in the chat during the week, and I want to start off with what would happen if AEW does get bought. Well, if Time Warner does get bought out by Netflix or Paramount.
You like hearing us rattle on about that, don't you? You like us fighting.
Man, I love it, dude, because it's real, man. Because
you're right. You're right. For everybody that's new to the show, we had one or two people last week talking. We are. This show is mainly the behind the scenes. We'll talk about some characters, some stuff, but the main thing we do here is we talk about that behind the scenes juicy goodness, that reality that you love or you might hate, but you might think you hate it, but you really love it.
Yeah, because the
E-Trons really love it.
Yeah, for
hey,
real.
Phil, let them have it, Phil.
Let them have it, Phil. Up, dude. Oh, AEW is going to lose their home. AEW is going to find somewhere to go. AEW is going to go somewhere. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, just like whenever TKO bought AAA, nothing really happened. Nothing still hasn't really happened into the form of reality.
Well, if I'm correct, it's Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are now the Intergender Tag Champions in AAA now. Those are the belts that Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello was of.
Well, the one thing that TKO did to AAA is that they made them sign all exclusive contracts for them, but they can no longer do independent shows in the U.S.
Yeah,
which
was smart.
Really sucks.
Smart for them though.
Contracts, business, got to cover that ass. Lawyers, TKO and WWE is always gonna have that fine print. Do y'all really realize? I'm not changing the subject. Do y'all realize that? Y'all remember when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash went to WCW? Okay. And y'all remember when they had the whole Vince was wanting to sue them for the characters, and they were like, they can't portray the characters. Do you know that in the clause, old Jeremy McDivitt wrote it in there at the very end of the sentence, short of he put in, if ever there's an opportunity to buy WCW, WWE gets first crack. That's actually how they got WCW, was because of that. Mm-hmm. That's actually how they got dibs on. Plus, they lost the TV deal, which Eric was like, well, now my backers won't back me, which is what we're talking about today with AEW. Mm-hmm. WCW lost the Time Warner TV deal. Eric thought he was getting it. They're like, no. He said, well, now the company's not worth $14. That's very real to what we're talking about today. If AEW It's
Kinda.
identically the same, man.
Not really. This Time
How?
Warner did because AEW isn't losing a television deal. They're losing. They're not. They're not losing the deal. They're losing a place to be forever because if Netflix buys them or Paramount buys them, they have to honor their original contract. Their
Yeah.
contract is still in legal. That's legal binding.
Yeah, but
And
by
that
the
gives
time
them a
that's
chance to
done,
hunt for it. By the time it's done, dude, they'll have a new home.
you can't just go shopping like that, bro. You
Yes,
gotta
you can.
back your end of the contract.
Dude, they've already told them to go hunt for a new home.
They can't tell them that because they haven't bought the company. And if they buy the company, that's not gonna happen for another 6 to 8 months, which will be closer to AEW's time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just go with that. But you have to go with the legal standings. But that's very much what happened at WCW. You had people in the company that bought, not people in the company, people that bought the TV that says we don't want wrestling. You do realize Time Warner Discovery's in a battle. There's 50-52 sides right now. There's one side that wants to get away from wrestling and wants to do sitcoms and TV and movies, and another side that wants to do sports. Whatever entity does buy them, it's their say so. And AEW is not the biggest profit thing going right now at all. So AEW loses major network television, and they got to move down, beyond the CW. Like we were joking, TNA used to be on the outdoor channel. Tony Khan's gonna have to settle for way less and a way less of an audience in homes. I mean, Fox isn't interested. FX is like, back in the day, FX was a possibility, but they never could outbid the rest. Even in WCW's days, Eric was looking at a young FX, but it wasn't happening.
Well, I mean, think about it like this. There's two very big possibilities for them to go. One of them Amazon Prime, and the other one Apple TV Plus. Neither one of them is a bad idea. Neither one of them is going to be shunned. However, their television rights and everything are still going to be on the HBO networks because of legalities.
Okay, well, besides TNT and TBS, what major network television does HBO
own? True.
True TV, Cartoon Network.
Okay, well, True TV,
AMC.
True TV, AMC ain't gonna happen. AMC wouldn't happen. That's smooth. But True TV, I could see that. But that's still like a C League channel. That TV Tony Khan, who wanted more and more out of him already, is going to be brought down by a third to a half. And,
well, dude, I mean that's regardless of the situation.
But that's money. What you don't want. But the main let's look at the main money drawer here. This is the whole reason Raw was 3 hours on network television. And JBL was not lying. That third hour with your advertisers or ever. This is why ECW went out of business. The product was too violent and they could not get sponsors. Sponsors is everything. That third hour of Raw before they went to Netflix, they would make over $1 million in the commercials.
Yeah.
That's your money. That's what Tony Khan needs. He has to be in people's homes because it's not a proven company. They're not a legacy company. He didn't take over somebody else's company. This is all new. So you have to have network television that goes in a bunch of homes that we can see, that the UK can see through their not just you streaming's fine, but you need more than streaming.
Well, streaming is a new way of revenue because think about it. Netflix shows ads on their television through their network for
They do. And WWE's getting ready to get loaded with more commercials and ads on their streaming. It's already been reported.
And you know what? It is so annoying.
Oh, it is.
It's like I do not like the commercials on Netflix at all. I mean, come on, at least do picture in picture.
And if you don't want them, you got to pay up. And
I already pay up for the premium Netflix, and it doesn't matter. You're going to watch that with ads.
Oh, they still have forced commercials. You might get half of what Josh gets, but you still have to watch a certain amount. They just announced that a couple weeks ago that you're stuck with commercials.
Oh,
Like
no,
it's,
regardless.
it's not like New Japan where you get no interruptions. It's not like that. It's
Well,
not
if you
like
think
that.
about it, New Japan streaming, I mean, they know what they're doing.
Themselves.
Yeah, and even if you watch AEW live on the HBO Max app, you're still watching ads. You're still watching commercials.
Yeah.
And then if you come back and watch the replay, you don't watch any of the. You don't watch any of the ads.
But they have to show that because that's more money than live attendance gates, than the big pay-per-views. The most money, and I'm sure you guys can agree with me. If you don't know, y'all can read it. For those that might not be sure, your big money is in your sponsors. That's the whole reason with Snickers got okay, let's go back a few years. Y'all remember the Snickers incident with WWE and Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal? And Snickers said, "Wait a minute, we heard something about the okay, it'll be the Mae Young Battle Royal, no problem, within days." Because Snickers was worth that kind of millions advertising on your television. That's that you don't want to lose those people, you
Just
know?
like Slim Jim too. Slim Jim here recently was like that a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge asset when another story time again. When WCW got Randy Savage. Randy Savage himself had to deal with Slim Jim. WWE profited by it being used, but Randy was that Slim. When Eric hired Savage, he barely had to pay. He didn't lose anything because he inherited the Slim Jim deal. So he was like, "That's a win and a half." We got the second biggest name in wrestling we don't own. That's not Flair and Hogan, and we get the Slim Jim deal. So that was a major deal back in the day. Eric says Savage paid for himself with the Slim Jim deal. He lost nothing.
He didn't
Well,
want
wait a minute. Didn't Slim Jim use Diesel? When Randy quit, they switched it over to Diesel for the Slim Jim, right? If I remember correctly.
I can't back that up, but if they did, it didn't work.
Macho.
Today they're using modern WWE wrestlers. Like who's the ripoff guy that Triple H said I'm not paying him more money because all his shtick is 6 wrestlers combined.
LA Knight.
Yeah, him. Like yeah, Triple H was like, yeah, we've had that already.
Diesel Slim Jim.
He's trying to find it. Jim. I think he could be right. Diesel did do 1 or 2.
Athletes don't care about their fans. I have to find one more boss. I'm gonna snap. Did you see snap? Snap into a Slim Jim! Feel excitement, snap into a Slim Jim!
That sounded like Kevin.
That was Kevin.
I thought he did do 1 or 2, but it didn't. And once Savage left, they had to cut that out.
Insurance payments have you stuck and life still.
But the other one was LA Knight and Jey Uso now, but now they're even using Macho Man's likeness up on the screen too.
They also had one of the women on that commercial too. I saw with LA Knight.
Becky.
No, I would have thought Becky. They did. I thought I saw Naomi or one of the other girls on that commercial.
Bianca
Belair. That's who it was. Yeah. Well, Savage is gone now. You're gonna try to go, but the whole stick in those days was Slim Jim was like, no. Randy Savage is the face of Slim Jim. No one can replace him unless we have no choice because he's who everybody identifies with. And, of course they jumped with Randy when he was like, yeah, I'm back wrestling. Yeah. Of course they were all like, oh, yeah, here we go. I don't blame him.
Dude, I mean, he even come out. I remember on WCW Nitro, he wore a Slim Jim outfit.
Oh, yeah, yellow and red.
Yellow and red with a Slim Jim outfit.
Yeah, dude. I remember one of the first Nitro commercials. Y'all know what's funny? You take a Slim Jim and you try to do that. The first, like any child will get a Slim Jim and say, "Yeah, I want to," and you try that and it goes.
It bends. It just bends.
It's dude. Like no, it does not snap. This is false advertising like a motherfucker. This ain't Pop Rocks. This is false advertising like a mother. I remember the first time I tried it.
Pop Rocks. Jesus.
Oh my God, I feel ripped off.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah. First time I bought one, I was disappointed. I opened that thing up after I fought to open it, but I was ready to go. Yeah, I thought it was gonna pop. And you see at the time in the early '90s, I don't know if y'all remember them. It wasn't a real bat, but they had the bat that would make the crack sound because the thing would. Y'all remember that? 93. So I'm expecting this thing to. I went. It's still in my mouth. It ain't broken. I'm like, what is this sausage, motherfucker? That's just what I said.
And the crazy thing, man, about the Slim Jims, it took you 7 minutes to open it. And then after you opened it, it took you another 3 minutes to figure out which end you wanted to put in your mouth. And then you realize when you get into your mouth, there's a skin on top of it.
Yeah. It's a lot like on Dewey. There's a skin on top, but if you peel that, it's gonna fall apart unless it's dried out. And it's really one of the cheapest snacks. It's loaded with soy sauce, like Chinese food to fill you up. It's really it. I ate that for a week one time. My stomach blew up like a foot. Like it's not a healthy food. I mean, I know it's a snack food, but there ain't nothing good for you about Slim Jim.
Oh God, no, man! It's like pork and beef and chicken rolled into whatever with.
It's a hot dog, pretty much a poor man's hot dog, put into a stick snack with some flavor and some hella soy sauce, just to poison you.
It's a beef and spice, man. Sorry.
I mean, it's Spam in the stick form.
Pretty much one step away. It might be a hair better than Spam.
It's a couple hairs.
Spam, these people that love Spam, bro, you eating the bottom of the barrel hot dog. You.
No. The bottom of the barrel is potted meat. I'll say that right now.
Same shit. Same shit. Somebody asked me the other day. I was so mad. I saw what these new houses are being made out of. These new brick homes. You know what they're doing now on the inside the bricks in these fancy ass neighborhoods? Particle board.
Oh, that's gonna go over real well.
Dude, well, they make it thick. Don't get me wrong, but it's particle. And I made a big post a couple years ago. I said particle board is the chicken pork hot dog of wood, and everybody was like, they were laughing. They're like, you ain't lying. It's a bunch of shit thrown together.
It is.
These $250,000, $300,000 homes you see in these neighborhoods now with the brick houses, the inside is fucking particle board.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's ridiculous that you paying that for a house that's over $100,000, which in today's market, $100,000 is nothing. But a $250,000, $300,000 house, that's insane. Particle board, bro. Where's my Cypress, bitch? I know I'm going way back, but where's my Cypress, motherfucker?
But anyway,
1.5 million with my Cypress, but hey,
we went way off.
Let's talk about what's going on with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
We got some great breaking news.
We had a press conference.
Well,
first of
for
all,
some people,
we got the first.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah, we got the first press conference. There's going to be more as the matches are announced, but we got the first live press conference, free. You can all go watch it. And we got a couple of the main event. We got for sure. They both came on and talked. Oh, we got breaking news. Look at this, Phil. Look at the screen.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, Phil.
I like it. Go, Phil.
Well, anyway, the breaking news is New Japan Pro Wrestling is having two main events where it's winner take all. Both titles are on the line. We got Saya Katanami versus Suri. Suri is the IWGP Women's Champion, and Saya Katanami will be defending her New Japan Strong Women's Champion on Wrestle Kingdom 20. The day before, she'll be facing Suri against her World of Stardom Championship. So Saya Katanami could be a Triple Crown champion.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is something because Saya Katanami is like one of the top stars of Stardom right now. Even though she's a heel, she really found her place as a heel more than she did as a babyface. In fact, she was the one that retired Tam Nakano.
Phil, would you say she is the Stephanie Vacour of New Japan right now? Of Stardom?
Well, she's kind of a heel right now, but I don't consider.
Face or heel? I mean, level wise, when Stephanie was in CMLL and held like 2-3,
She's
would
20.
you?
She's 29 years old. She started wrestling around 2019. She's been doing this since she was in her early 20s. So I think she's there.
Yeah, yeah. There's a good chance she could pull this off, but that's still not even the main event.
Oh yeah, Konosuke Takeshi WGP World Heavyweight Championship against Yoda Tsuji defending his IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's
This
the
is all
top.
happening at Wrestle Kingdom.
At
Yes,
Wrestle Kingdom 20. Yep.
that's the main event.
Now the global championship that used to be the U.S. championship, right?
Yes.
What they did was they got rid of the IC belt and the US. This is the number 2 belt now in the company for like a year and a half. So he's the champ. He just won it for the second time and beat Gabe Kidd in a terrific match. We all saw it.
I don't think.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think that Takeshi is keeping the belt though. I
I'm
think
unsure
Tsuji's.
now.
I
I'm
think
unsure.
Tsuji's
You
gonna
think it's
win
a
it.
little early for them to take the belt off of Takeshi now?
In this company, that's 4 or 5 months. That's not that early, in my opinion. But
He's considered an outsider. That's why.
I'm debating if they take it off. I remember how I told y'all all, oh, they're gonna put Shooter in, make him the man, and take it off. Yes, I was wrong. No problem admitting that. I'm wondering if Takeshi doesn't win now and capture that second belt. And I know where Phil wants to go with this. Go ahead and talk about it, Phil.
Apparently, Yoda Tsuji wants to bring back this baby,
Which
I
is
like
an
that
instant
belt.
fan pleaser. That's the great.
It's
Phil
a great
has a
belt.
version of it.
That's why I got this belt.
That is a top 3 world title in wrestling for all time.
To me, it's up there with the big gold belt.
Yes, exactly what I.
Some people said it's up there with the winged eagle, but I digress.
I'm not a big fan of the Winged Eagle and the WWE titles because I thought the big gold looked better. All the WCW big gold, the Flair belt, Flair's belt, that title right there are like the 2 most beautiful world heavyweight championships I've ever seen.
If I had to put the belts, that one right there from the IWGP title right there.
Yeah, it's
the Winged
gorgeous.
Eagle is I like that one. The big gold belt, and I gotta put the NWA, the original.
The 10 pounds of gold. That's a beautiful belt too.
Yeah,
I was never a big fan of that belt, but I could respect it. But I didn't like the shape, the way it was made. I actually would rather. Phil's got a version of it sitting behind him, but I love the US title. It was gorgeous. The real one has a darker strap than that, or had a darker strap.
Favorite belts that New Japan had before.
That looks. The day they brought that out, and it was and the real belt is maroon dark. Okay, guys, maroon leather. The day they brought that out, the real one, I thought it looked like a boxing championship. I thought it looked gorgeous.
It does. And this is one thing I do like about the Global Championship. It's a tribute to this one. This is a belt that Nakamura made famous.
All right.
IC belt.
Yeah. I was never the biggest fan of that belt because it's the smaller version of the V4 world title. So I felt like WWE with the W's. So their Intercontinental title, I never was high on. And the white belt didn't help that Nitro drug it across the floor, threw it everywhere, and it was filthy. So it didn't help that he treated the belt like shit. That pissed me off. Throw it against the post, break it, all that stupid shit. Then have to redo it, then he breaks it again. I didn't like that. Couple of other beautiful belts just to throw in while we're talking about it. I thought WCW's original before WWE got it. The United States Championship was pretty nice. I liked it.
I'm going to say this: the original X Division belt was a beautiful belt. The original NWA TNA title, which was the original 10 pounds of gold, it is a beautiful belt. Like he said, my favorite 3 belts would have to go the big gold, the V4, and I know this ain't a popular decision, but I'm going to have to say AEW. AEW's World Heavyweight title. That is a beautiful belt.
That is a beautiful belt.
It is, but man, even a replica, man, that motherfucker is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said what they put into it and the money they spent on it. So, I mean,
See,
they
there
put
it
a
is.
lot of money. I don't care for the elongated shape because it's like, yeah, it makes you stand. You should stand up and stand proud, but you can't slouch with a belt like that. It will cut into you.
But if we're talking like independent
About the
belts put
size of Phil's
together,
chest right there.
I'll tell you
The
another belt. I
hospital.
like the before it got Tony Khan bought it, the Ring of Honor World Championship. That was a beautiful belt too.
The ring. I don't know which version it was, but one of the first two Ring of Honor belts, world belts, was really nice. I don't know which one it was, but one I really liked.
The old NW.
Hey, what's up, Burga?
The old New Japan Pro Wrestling heavyweight black belt.
yeah,
It's
it's
good.
good.
Well, Erga, you got to be talking about V2 or V3, and we know V3 was made. Well, I mean, Brock held one hostage, and Kurt had to win it back. V2, I don't really care. V2, I find is what the women's IWGP title looks like now.
It's
The
kind of a
crown.
tribute to that.
The Crown. I was not the biggest fan of the Crown. V3 was kind of a placeholder when shit went wrong, and V1 was what it was. I mean,
I'm gonna
It-
tell you the most massive belt that I've ever seen in my entire life is the Haas
I
belt.
know what it is.
The Haas belt. The Haas belt is huge, man. And it's not really called the Haas belt. It's a New South World Heavyweight Title belt.
Phil, is that Haas belt bigger than that huge ass title Gleed has? That's like longer than a human's body. That it's some kind of like mid range title
Right.
that
I can
almost looks
bring a
like a.
picture. I can find a picture of the Haas title. It's freaking massive.
I'll tell you another belt I really don't like. I think it's overrated, all because it has jewels. The Crown Jewel belt.
Not a fan
Oh,
of anything WWE.
That belt is awful. I mean,
All the new WWE belts are like,
they're
I hate to say this, they're cookie
They're
cutter.
all ass. They are.
The one that looks like a diamond looks stupid. That big old W on it. The other one,
I
that they
hate
made-
the WWE current WWE logo.
I
despise the
actually
logo.
like that one because it reminds me of the big gold. I think that's what they were going for.
Oh, you mean the one Punk just won, the world title?
yeah, that
It looks like a cheap knockoff of the Big Gold, but of their Big Gold, which was not as good as WCW the Flair Big Gold. If you look at them close, you can see the difference. The WCW Big Gold was nicer than the Triple H Big Gold. It was
yeah,
it was a
100%.
lot nicer.
100%.
That's what Steve
24/7
Snickers
was
belt.
ugly. Yeah, it was. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erger is right. Next, we're going to see the Snickers belt in WWE.
Dude, they
Not
even
kidding.
have like a Slim Jim ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Dude,
branding's
it's
only
like-
going to get worse.
Or the
Now that
Fireball
Vince isn't
ladder in
there?
AEW.
Now that Vince isn't there, because Vince hated that. I mean, New Japan always had it, so it doesn't bother me, but it also don't look tacky. But UFC's always had in-ring sponsors.
Yeah, AEW. I mean, New Japan's always had sponsors. Like, Stardom has sponsors on their ring mats, but
UFC boxing.
it never
That-
bothered me
that's
at
why
all.
I don't
remember
believe it.
WCW used to have sponsors on their mats as well. It never bothered me.
WCW would only have one. They would only have the one like
Snickers.
Snickers and all, but or
That's why
Slim
I-
Jim.
that's why I don't
and
believe that-
everything.
That's why I don't believe the rumor that Vince McMahon's coming back because
I don't either.
he
The
was
Trojan or Durex belts. I would actually wouldn't mind seeing one making that just for shits and giggles. That would
I
be
want to see.
cool.
I want to see that debut on the mat in Saudi Arabia at WrestleMania.
With real sheepskin. Nah.
That's what I want to see. That debut.
With real sheepskin. Now in several flavors. Oh,
Well, now
yeah.
that Erga's on, that brings me to another interesting point. Phil, there was more that happened at the presser. Phil,
Breaking news.
who else was at the presser?
Oh yeah, Evil and Aaron Wolf.
Yes,
For
you
the,
got
Never Openweight Championship.
you got to fill some people in. Some people have no clue about Aaron Wolf and what's going
For
on
those
there.
who don't know, Aaron Wolf is a young lion from New Japan Pro Wrestling. But if he does beat Evil for that belt. He could pull a bolt no leg and skip his excursion.
This man was in the Olympics. This man is like the Kurt Angle of New Japan.
He's
really?
half white, half Japanese. His mother's
Erga's,
Japanese.
Erga's getting ready to shoot you in the comments. I know he will because he's a huge Wolf fan because he was in the Olympics. Yeah, this dude is no joke. He came out there and you could tell he's schooled. Yeah.
I'll tell you another good tag team I like is in New Japan is the
What tag team? What tag
Squirrel
team?
tag team. What?
Damn it.
What tag team?
I
We're talking about Wolf and Aaron.
IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Dear
Yeah,
God, Bill.
We're talking about Wolf, and we just started talking about Wolf and Evil. For the Neverweight Heavy, Wolf has never had a match yet in New Japan. He has not had a match. He was not supposed to get involved when he ran down to that ring. And now he asked for the match and he's got it. He's going to fight Evil, the leader of House of Torture, for the Never Open Weight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom.
That's gonna be brutal.
I don't know what we're going to see, to be honest with you, because Dick to Go is going to be there in full force, ready to commit murder and rip your boy's head off because he does it every night live. But what are we going to see? We're not going to get a clean match. I mean, could Hunt? I think Hontai is going to come out because Aaron Wolf was standing up for Hontai, the good guys in New Japan, you know, the home team. I think somebody might come out for them and help him out because, you know, wherever Evil is, Dick to Go is always there. And there's Erga chiming in right there. From one, what the fuck, Gato? How probable is Wolf becoming House of Torture leader? House of Torture betrays Evil. There's an interesting take. That's odd.
That's a good take. That's a really good take.
I don't know if anybody has that on their bingo card. What do you think, Phil?
I don't know. Like here's the thing: the House of Torture are like the El Grande Americano and are basically like the El Grande Americano and friends and Logan Paul of New Japan Pro Wrestling. They don't
Dude,
like
don't ever put Logan Paul in anything New Japan. Ever.
No.
Ever.
Okay.
Fucking YouTuber. That dude. They killed him so much last night, dude. I was like, wow.
They buried him.
He was still in the ring like.
That's
I'm
the
like,
same face he
yeah.
made in. That's the same face he made in Japan when he saw that dead body.
Yeah, he did get heat for that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like him in wrestling because they don't want that shit.
Well, you got to tell the story, Phil, because they don't know it.
Oh,
Apparently, for those who don't know, like they're streaming, Logan Paul was with him and his goofy ass friends were decided to go to like a forest called Akigahara Forest, which is where a lot of people can take their own lives.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back like in late 2017 around winter, and they decided to film. Like they were laughing. They were just being disrespectful to the body at all, and it just pissed me off when I saw that.
So basically, they found a dead body and posted with a stick and took selfies.
Yeah,
they were just filming it and they were laughing.
Like, how can people do this? This is so stupid.
Yeah, but that forest is known for. I mean, we're not talking 10 people. That forest is known for bringing people to commit suicide. Like, it's known for that. Some people
There's a lot of superstitions going on, but apparently it's also crazy about the forest. There's something about Akigahara Forest about the ground. It was originally lava from Mount Fuji. And so in a way that land is very
cursed.
Cursed. You gotta realize that's what Japan is basically a big old lava overspill.
Not
all
really.
of it.
The moment Wolf flashed Olympic gold, I could see his arrogance. I mean, he's a Kurt Angle. I think he's a modern day Kurt Angle. He's better than Gable, whatever the fuck his name is. He's more dedicated than him.
Gabe Stevenson, Gabe
whatever the fuck his name is. He's nobody now.
Yeah. Stevenson.
That makes me throw out a question. What happens when Chad Gable comes back and with and what you call it, posing around as El Grande Americano? How's that going to work when he comes back?
Oh, you mean El Nacho Grande Mio from Taco Bell?
Meaning those.
Hey, you know what? Honestly, I just told Monica this. It is like
That
he
shit's
was.
taking
We
on.
were just
Meaning
watching
those fake ass
we were watching a little
luchadors.
bit of NXT, and he was cutting a promo. And he says like, "Wow, this guy sounds a little gay in Spanish." The way he was speaking Spanish, I was like, "Babe, this guy is actually German, so that's probably the reason why."
Yeah.
It sounds a little different.
But I agree with y'all. The El Nacho Grande Meal was a terrific deal for all the food you got.
Yeah, but you know what? But for some reason,
Over.
him versus Chad Gable. I forget who the actual guy is under the mask name is.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser. There you go. Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah. I mean, hell, he's for some reason he's over. He's over with the Mexican crowd for some reason.
So was Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk about WWE, that happened tonight. Rey Mysterio returned. It's like you're not the greatest Guerrero. You're not
the
Guerrero.
greatest luchador out there. He's not.
You're not the greatest Mysterio. You know, while I'm still around. And
Y'all said like you're not good compared to Blue Demon.
El Santo.
Yeah,
Or
and Dominic was like, "You're not my dad." Of course, talking about Eddie.
He's like, "Don't talk about my dad."
Keep my dad's name out of your mouth is what he said. I died laughing.
Oh, like damn!
I have to give.
I'll give Dominic credit, man. He is keeping kayfabe alive.
I give him credit for the fucking mullet because he does look like Eddie, a fat Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I give him credit for the mullet.
He's been to prison, y'all.
Oh yeah, hard. He's a hard dude, bro. He's a hard dude.
And a hard criminal.
Yeah, in a holding cell.
Dude, I'm more of an inmate than I've actually more hard than Dominic is because I actually been to jail.
Not in a holding cell. They actually booked you in A block, bro.
I went to General Pop, motherfucker.
They actually booked you in the A and B, the lowest ranks of the prison.
Shit, every time I'm in that bitch, I think I'm gonna be there forever. I get freaked out. I don't like that.
I've been arrested a couple times. I never served no time, but I've been arrested. I've been in the jail. I'm like, no. I'm glad my mom got me out. Put it that way.
Ours, I could tell you one thing. The one in the town over from me is filthy as fuck. You worried to touch the wall, you gonna catch something in a holding cell. Let alone
it's lightest.
Yeah, that's the scariest part. The food and it's fucking filthy. And the one, they got a new prison now, but that one plexiglass broke thing with the one phone in the corner, it was the most ghetto fucking, bro. Like you worried you gonna catch tonight, tetanus and more up in there. That was the worst part. The filth and the food, bro. You put that shit on that plate, you poke that thing, it's like, bro, that's supposed to be liquid. That thing is hard, bro. The fuck, that thing is dry in that plate.
The filthiest place I ever been was in Memphis. Fucking hospital. Fucking, it's like I didn't want to touch. Me and my ex-wife were on a trip, and she got sick, and we had to stop, and it was in Memphis, unfortunately. Right in the middle of the fucking hood, we went to this one hospital. It was like the walls are filthy. Had to pass a metal detector just to get the fucking into the place. That's why I will always say, Memphis is a shithole.
It's really going. I mean, there might have some people watching, but
it's like,
they just reported the top 10 cities. Of course, my state has 1 and 3 of the top 10 most violent cities, but Memphis has really gotten back. I have no room to talk. But Memphis, well, for what it used to be, has really gotten bad.
Yeah,
Memphis
like
is going down.
put it from my perspective, I thought I would never see a place worse than Gary, Indiana.
Oh, I could show you somewhere.
It's like, and Gary, Indiana was, I think, one of the worst place cities. But I think I think Memphis tops it. I'm like, shit. I like fucking. It looks like the Hiroshima bomb dropped on that place, man.
Yeah,
Like,
just not
like
giving a shit.
I always tell everybody, it's like it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about going to Graceland. I was like, get ready for a trip.
Go to Graceland.
I went to Graceland once, and they don't tell you that it's right smack dab in the middle of the hood. They don't tell you that.
If you go to Tennessee, you want to go in the country where you can ride the horse up the mountain, where you got a nice log cabin, and you don't want to go when there's landslide and weather. But you gotta go. You gotta go in the. You don't want to go in those parts of Tennessee because there's beautiful parts of Tennessee with terrific weather. Then you have the cities like Memphis, and it's like licking the streets of New Orleans, one step away.
Well, I've been to Nashville. And I actually had a good time there. I had a great time there in Nashville and everything. But it's
I'm
in
Memphis is like,
the only part of Tennessee I've ever been in was Knoxville, but it was still pretty big. I like the mountains and everything. It was beautiful.
yeah, it's like, I'm like,
Tennessee's mountain area is nice.
yeah. But
Well,
Memphis,
gentlemen, then we have to talk about something else then.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what else is going on? We're talking.
Oh yeah,
about
Sonya
WWE.
Deville retired from sports entertainment.
Yay.
Let's see. The CM Punk became the new heavyweight champion this
to
past
boredom.
Saturday.
To boredom. No one's excited.
Yay.
Yeah, his face stick is running thin. They could have took a chance with Braun Breaker and made things excited. They went with the safest option possible. Boring, predictable storytelling. When they had this, they wouldn't have lost any money. And they doing this. I mean, they better have a cool turn for Punk coming up, or WWE's getting ready to get real bored.
Well, the thing is that everything got.
Apparently people want Logan Paul to be, and that's just like, have you lost your fucking mind?
Well, everything got screwed up because Seth Rollins got fucking injured.
Yeah.
They probably had like a whole entire storyline lit up then, and just like, hold on to the end of the story. We're gonna have to move forward because this idiot actually got injured for real.
Well, Josh, here's my deal with that. And if I was running a promotion or a booker, I would automatically. Where's your backup plan with everybody if one guy gets taken out? Where's the B side in the book? I mean, not Gato's the only one that still writes down in the book.
Well, this happened on NXT.
Well, would you wait a minute? Would you wait a minute? We just started talking about this and you jumping on NXT. Hold on. I mean, where's the beep? All right, you have a story built for 6 months to a year to WrestleMania. Wrestler A fights wrestler B. It's in conjunction with wrestler C that can move here who's in this group. Yeah. Where is plan B? If somebody goes that, why was none of that considered when you've got these guys 300 plus days on the road wrestling? Why was that not planned? Why a top company with that kind of money? Oh, we'll make it work. We were watching it make it work. They hand Punk a title. He didn't beat Seth for it. He's still a face. They send Logan Paul out because he's going to play the Kevin Owens role because we don't have Kevin Owens. Let's feed him a heel that he can beat. I mean, yeah, you make it up on the fly, but who's excited for any of this? See how Mike's looking at that wall?
I agree with that.
See how Mike's looking at that wall of that fly flying around? He's more excited about that fly than that storyline.
Then Jade Cargill, let me see. I guess Jade Cargill won the women's championship as well.
Oh, that's a good thing you bring up right there.
So
I'm also watching Nina Carl Russell.
So you technically we got like 4 former AEW champions. 4 people that from AEW, formerly of AEW, now champions.
They said 6. There's 2 and some smaller stuff that. So you got 6 people from AEW that are holding titles. You think Triple H is sending a message or what?
Oh, it's a shot.
Who's 6? I'm gonna see. We got CM Punk. You got Jay Cargill.
Cody.
That's 2.
Cody.
Ethan
3.
Page. Ethan Page. That's 3.
Cody. Ricky Saints.
That's 4.
Cody is 5.
Cody's 5. Okay, Cody's 5.
Somebody from NXT.
Who is the Chelsea Green? She was never part of AEW.
They have 6
She
of
hasn't
them.
put up all in though.
Well, what's your? Oh, wait. Mariah May. Yeah, she's a champion.
Yeah,
Champion?
she's the
She's a North American champion.
women's North American champion.
Yep.
So that's 6.
They took that. I think Triple H is sending a message. Leave them bums, come work for us, and look, we'll make you somebody.
Yeah, he's throwing some daggers. He's throwing some daggers out there. But let's talk about something that everybody don't want to talk about because it don't really matter worth a damn to nothing to nobody. TNA signed a deal in Latin America.
Okay.
And it takes place January 2026, January 1st, 2026. And it's supposed to be like a multi-year, multi-million, multi-year deal.
Wait, so TNA got a Latin American deal?
Mm-hmm.
Not an American deal. But
Well, they have one. They have one, but they haven't announced it yet.
Okay, my question is where, not Latin America, where in Latin America are they doing this, and who? They're going to send the WWE still, the hard. They're going to make this thing like Puerto Rico,
Chile, Venezuela, Ecuador, Colombia.
So they want to go do a live show down there, and WWE is going to back them. That's what's going to happen.
Paraguay, Uruguay.
We might get TNA versus AAA.
I might get TNA versus CMLL.
They can't
do that
because WWE secretly owns TNA.
Yeah, and they own AAA and CML and AAA.
If AAA does that, not AAA, TNA does that with CML, that's it. WWE won't not sponsor them anymore.
Yeah, they'll be done.
Oh yeah, speaking of TNA, apparently someone made like a shoot work promo on there. It was Kelani Jordan, the TNA knockout women's champion, because she said this about the WWE universe. They only care about who fits their little narratives, girls with fat asses and catchphrases. What they should be caring about is the most elite athlete to step foot in the ring.
Who said this?
Kelani Jordan on NXT tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty profound.
Yeah, she's the NXT women's champion. The TNA women's knockouts champion. And I'm glad she said this.
But wait a minute, I like fat asses.
Me too.
She's talking about people more care about, dialogues. She wants to talk about in-ring athleticism. That's what she's talking about. That's what only WWE cares about. We want your stories.
Well, that's part of being a pro wrestler. You can wrestle your ass off, but also you got to tell a story too.
I know what you mean. You got to tell a story and everything, but they basically sacrifice wrestling for like 40 minutes promos
for tits and ass.
Oh, hey, I like tits and ass. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah. Even though your woman claims she had no ass earlier.
She got a booty.
Well, you guys were talking about something
else. You got a booty,
babe. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I actually watched a video about Saya Katanami. She was the one who knocked Mina's teeth out of her mouth.
I remember that, boy. Mina, what an interview. I'm giving Mina all the credit in the world. She went backstage, real time, after the match, did the interview bleeding with her teeth out her mouth, and did the interview.
That was a hell of a promo.
What a promo she cut. You talk about got my respect in a heartbeat.
She was just amazing. She was amazing. It just shows how much of a badass a hot badass she is.
Yeah. Let's see right here. Josh's woman says I have frog butt. That's not good.
Well, isn't that sort of like swamp ass?
Oh,
No.
dear God.
No, not swamp ass is totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only people that get swamp ass are people in the South. I hate to tell you everybody that.
No. Swamp ass is when it's the middle of summer. It's like 100 plus degrees, and you're working, and them juices are just cooking in the back, man. And it's like, then you go take a shower, and it's like, woo.
Yeah, swamp ass is when you're working in the summer and your drawers feel like you went in the pool and you never draw it off.
Yep. Nasty.
Yeah, that's swamp ass.
Nasty.
Yeah, nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, for real. I ain't there.
Mike
Cleveland.
should have that clip where he can just throw it in the middle of the show. Cleveland just comes on for a second. Oh, nasty.
You know what? That's what we need. We need a sound effect machine again.
I know.
And then when I cut my jokes, you can have Fat Jabba come on. Oh.
Or I can just use the 666, which I didn't know what it was, but it was Happy Tree Friends.
Oh yeah, you still got that thing?
Yeah, I still have it.
I'm going to take a minute just to rep the dollar store.
You gonna wrap the dollar store up?
I will. Their brand is Clover Valley, okay? This is like a big, large bag of chips, like a bigger than like the big family size Zaps or Lay's or, that's $5 something. This is $2.99. This one right here is the Ripples ripoff. Tastes just like Ripples or Ruffles, I should say. And the yellow one is just like Lay's, a little different, but this one's dead on. Dude, $3 versus $5 something.
Actually, Monica got me this right here. Is
Free
from
tours.
oh shoot, where did she get it from? Five Below, not Five Below.
I ate off that 4 times, by the way, four different times,
But,
like over a day.
But it's cheese caramel mix. Basically, this is what we would call the Chicago mix.
Chicago. Okay. Downtown, Five Below. Okay. So now I have a question, gentlemen.
Oh, tell me a question.
Here it is. We talk about the AEW situation. We talk about the TNA situation. How do y'all feel about Ladani Kai being part of the WWE family?
Being who? What?
Ladani
Yeah,
Kai. Ladani.
No, we're not making. I have no idea who that is.
Same as Josh.
She wrestled WrestleMania 1 against Wendy Richter.
Oh, Leonic Kai.
WrestleMania 1. Oh, we lost Phil.
Okay, what's her? She has a Legends deal. What she has?
Yeah, she has a Legends deal.
Oh, she deserves it. Wendy Richter deserves it more than anybody because they fucked her over. The original screw job before Montreal was Wendy Richter.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that was Vince completely screwed her over because he's like, "Oh, you want Hogan money? You're not getting it, and you're fired. And I'm gonna have him beat you for the title, and you don't know it." And had Muda go in there, but yeah, Kai, she deserves it. She most definitely deserves it. She's a WWE legend, truly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what Moolah did was unforgivable.
Well, wait. Moolah was willing to do it and collect the moolah. Whose idea was it? Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Moolah went to Vince with the idea.
That is not what I watched on the thing at all. on the review, and they loved to blast Vince. It was Vince's idea. He wanted a woman that he knew could beat her straight up, even if she tried to get out, and he went with her. There's a whole behind the wrestling thing on this.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole episode on that, and they love to bash Vince. So if it, I'll believe it. One of my favorite Dark Side of Rings is the Moolah episode. I'm not laughing or thinking it's funny. It's so real.
Yeah.
And hearing those women talk, one of my top five Moolah's episode would be on there because of hearing those women talk and what happened.
Yeah, it's like they didn't like her, but they
respected her.
But they respected her.
Well, it was more than that. They were talking. I mean, you have one girl talking about who fucked who and all, and I mean, those girls got used, man. I mean, in the same breath, the episode with can't think of his name, but Jake and Rockin' Robin's dad.
Yeah.
Oh God, that guy was
Grizzly Adams.
Yeah, Grizzly Smith.
Grizzly Smith. Yeah.
That's a top 5 favorite of mine because it's so real. It's so real. What happened there?
I feel bad for what Moolah did to that guy. What Moolah did to those women. She
Pimped them out.
Oh my!
Well, it's not just that. The man Moolah was with was doing it too. They were like two pimps pretty much running these young girls that didn't know what was going on. I mean, if you watch the whole thing and listen to the details, I don't like it because it's funny or I like it because it's real, but that's real history being told that you don't get from anywhere else, and that's why I appreciate. That's my best word for it. I appreciate those stories because it's real, and these people get to tell their stories. The one with Jake and Robin, bro, who would go on TV at that age and talk bad about their parents? Unless it's real. I mean, Jake's stepmom was messing with him. The daughter that died, Robin says he probably killed her 10-1 to shut her up. I mean, the man was a perv. People were sending their daughters with him. I mean, go watch that when you get it and just listen to the details. I had a friend of mine, and I know he's been out the business a while. He's in his 50s. And he was talking about, I used to work with Grizzly. And I said, bro, you might want to be careful how you throw Grizzly's name around today, bro. I said, it's nothing to be proud of. What you mean? I said, the internet exists. Do your research, man.
It's like Mikey the hippie boyette, I mean, he was a bad son of a bitch too. He was one of the real deals.
Mm-hmm.
He almost killed a man. What was his name? Chris Colt. He almost killed that man.
Yeah, but I understand that. I'm not taking away from that. But when we talk about a full-grown man and children, that that's the bottom of the barrel, man.
Dude, I already know, man, and that sucks.
Yeah, that's just terrible.
The words that you want to use won't even be able to describe the horror.
Yeah, that's just beyond. I mean, most good people in this world, or people with at least half a brain, are like, bro, yeah, you can get mad at anything but the kids, bro. Anything but the kids. And I know we all agree here. Anything but the kids, man.
Leave the kids alone, man.
Yeah, anything but the kids.
Leave kids alone, dude. Seriously. And that's my ultimate goal is, when I did watch that Grizzly Smith thing, dude, and I was just like, wow, man. He was a
real piece of work.
How in the fuck did you continue working and people not know?
Because he was such the politician in the way he acted, that had the favor of the promoters and the adults and the people. He had that trust. He had so much trust. He was going to these girls' houses, and these underage girls, the parents would say, goodbye, make something of your life. And they're just leaving with this man. Just leaving with him in a car.
You gotta realize, you talk about 60s and 70s right there. There's no internet. There's no television to reporting this. I mean, it's the territory era. It's like you got the promoters and bookers, you know,
And the young girls and the young girls had to shut up or they wouldn't get a break or make money. So they had to do what they had to do. So they were like, no, there's no running to nobody. They were shutting up to try to make some of themselves and get somewhere. Well, technically, Moolah was running a farce, just using them, collecting the majority of money, even using them as sex slaves. Stuff point.
Mhm.
We have a couple of those girls that said that the guy Moolah was with, that's how they were born.
Mhm.
You know, that's crazy.
like what was that one I had to say it like this, but that one black female wrestler, it was in the documentary.
Wasn't
Like,
it that the Moolah one?
she was on, because the son or the
Yeah.
female wrestler's son was like a preacher.
Yes, that's the one. The whole
Memphis
thing you're
Joe
talking
or
about,
Memphis-
that's really what got me in that episode.
Yeah.
Her whole story is really what got me. That's really
what was
what got me.
What was the movie
Yeah.
that just came out about female wrestlers recently? About the old school female wrestlers?
Oh, you talk the greatest
Queen of the
female
Ring, right?
wrestler that ever lived. Phil, where you at?
Right here.
Say it, bro.
What are you talking about?
Greatest female wrestler that ever lived, right before Mae Young.
For Mae Young, let's see, Mildred Burke,
Yep.
Yeah, that movie. What was the name of that movie right there?
The
Queen
bird-
of the Ring.
Queen of the
Queen
Ring.
of the Ring. Okay, yeah.
Mildred Burke made Mae Young. Mae Young actually made Moolah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Mae Young wasn't a piece of trash like Moolah, and Mildred Burke was one of the greatest women workers in history.
The first ever NWA
but Mae Young was
NWA
tough.
World Champion.
Yeah, Mildred Burke was. I thought they were going to get Tony Storm to play that role. Honestly, I really did think they were. I mean,
You
she
know
would
what's
have been.
crazy? Jim Cornette was in that film too.
Well, Jim Cornette idolizes Mildred Burke, but I don't blame him. He's like, yeah, he's like, yeah. Everybody want to joke about women's wrestling. Yeah, I'll call it shit too. But
He
Mildred
even had
Burke was
the
legit.
actor that played.
Mildred Burke was legit. We just don't have film footage to show much today, but she was legit.
Oh, they
Like in
even
the
mentioned
20s.
Vince Senior in that film.
The
Yeah.
train. The train.
Mildred Burke was
We
the
need a little
20s.
choo-choo logo at the top.
Mildred Burke was the 20s and then handed it over to Mae Young in the 30s and then Moolah in the late 30s to 40s, right?
No, Mildred Burke was like in the 40s.
40s.
Yeah, 40s. Yeah.
40s and 50s. And Mae Young came out in the 50s and 60s. And Moolah came in the 60s, 70s.
I feel like we're ahead by 10 years talking about it like that, but because Moolah was in there for forever, like
Mm-hmm.
Moolah is basically the reason why women's wrestling, didn't succeed in the United States for so long.
Yeah.
did and didn't. I'm gonna blame didn't on everybody always wants to see the men in the top matches, but Vince has a lot to do with killing that. He had it with Wendy Richter, and in the 80s he could have kept women going, but when just like he hates tag team wrestling because he says, "Oh damn it, pal, I gotta pay 4 men instead of 2. I don't like this shit, pal."
You know what's crazy? They almost had a resurrection in the 90s with WWF as well, but
They tried with a Lunge Blaze and they blew it, and WCW blew it after.
You know the reason why? Because a lot of the, especially with the Japanese women wrestlers, because a lot of the guys in the back they didn't like the fact that a lot of the women made them look bad.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Without wrestling.
there's a lot of that. WCW
Jealousy.
WCW was able to get away with it to a point because they were cruiserweights or the luchadors, but there was complaints from the top guys like, "Hey, tone them down. We got to fight in the main event and bear hug for 5 minutes, like Hogan's era of people." There was complaint, but Vince had it in the 80s with Wendy Richter and MTV, and he could have built on that. She wanted Hogan type money. She's like, "I'm your star," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give you nothing. Hey Moolah, get in here. Pin her and take the belt and I'll fire her. And I'll give you a nice bonus. Yeah." That's good shit, girl. I made that up, but
Well, I mean, it's basically what happened, man.
it is. It
I
is. The
mean,
original screw job. Well, there's one in the 50s or whatever it was where
There was a
that was
lot
the
of screw jobs back in those days.
screwdrivers, bro.
Screw jobs, I meant. Hell, even like apparently, like
The original was in black and white with two men and that's what the first time it was exposed that pro wrestling might not be legit. But that got passed over time. Then that 80s came and you had that match where Moolah was all covered up. You couldn't tell. Even Wendy Richter said she didn't know who it was.
hold on, before you go there, Bruiser Brody no sold fucking Lex Luger shit in the 70s, early 80s, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just a no selling a match. We've seen that from a lot of people, but I'm talking about a straight.
That's exposing
This guy's gonna win, but no, we're gonna fuck him over and not tell, and we're gonna do it like Montreal Screwjob style. There's a brutal one if you go back in black and white. That the first one ever in pro wrestling recorded. Then you have Wendy Richter and Moolah, which Moolah was disguised in the 80s to get the belt off of Wendy Richter so Vince could fire her and not have to pay her what you want to get rid of her. He didn't even keep Moolah. He just hired Moolah to do the job. See, Moolah was ruthless and she could keep her pin, and because Wendy tries to get up, she can't. And Wendy didn't even know until she took off the mask that it was Moolah. Then she got hot. Then you have Bret Hart and the screw job, where I was just watching that the other day. Mick Foley was like, he went back on his word, but he called Vince on the answer machine, was like, I'm not coming in today. I feel sick to my stomach with what you did. But Mick's like, and Mick even called Brett. And Brett never really answered him, but he was like, look, I know what happened. I'm not going into work tomorrow. I don't want to do this. Mick said, well, okay, that's me standing up for a point versus me making $0. It's in his book. He said, I had to take the money. I had to look at where I was in my career. Rick Rude, however, did walk. He did walk right into WCW.
He is the only person to be on two shows at one time.
3. Well, at one time, but 3 in a week. His tape DCW came up. His no beard WWF, while WCW's got him, or was he shaved? One or the other. While WCW had him live talking, and he even mentioned they're showing me on the other channel right now, but I'm here or whatever he said. Yeah, Rick Rude made history in his own way.
Rick Rude was one of them dudes, man. He
Rick
was in
Rude was
WO
wild,
for life.
Rick Rude was wild, man. He went into I don't know if it was 1990 WCW. Who was running the company?
That would be
Mid-South. What's his name? Bill Watts.
Yeah, Bill Watts was
I believe he went into Bill Watts' office before those days and took his gun and put it right on the counter. Out of his car was like, where's my money? Yeah, and people will tell you, Rick Rude could back up his shit and give you some. He was tough, but he was also wild. So Rick Rude was one of those guys, man. Like Ming and all that. Rick Rude's in that category. He was not only tough, he could kick your ass. I would have loved to have seen.
I gotta refill my drink.
I would have loved to have seen Brock Lesnar, young Brock Lesnar, and Rick Rude in his prime getting like Kurt Hennig on the Flame, where Kurt Hennig's laughing, beating Brock. I'd have loved to have seen Rick Rude out wrestle Brock and piss him off. That would have been hilarious.
Rick Rude was a damn freaking technician, man. I love the matches he had with Ultimate Warrior. He made Ultimate Warrior like a god now.
He gave Warrior that and the one Savage match had Warrior. That's the two times or the two opponents that made Warrior look good.
Yep.
Just like I always say, Goldberg's greatest match ever. Y'all can argue me all y'all want. The Halloween Havoc against Diamond Dallas Page, because Page pulled a Savage and he sat him down. They wrote everything out they were going to do. They had a long match, something Goldberg wasn't used to having. They told a story, and it really looked like DDP was going to be the guy in that night. It really did look like he was.
I really thought DDP was going to win that match too, because
I agree. I was not the biggest DDP fan. I really thought when we got to 75% of that match that DDP was going to be, because I'd never seen Goldberg wrestle that long. Everything looked good. They really gave the DDP took that page out of Savage's book when Savage sat him down and wrote everything up. But it's the same thing that buried him in WWE because he tried to sit down with Undertaker and do that, and Undertaker felt disrespected like a motherfucker. But you got to remember, Undertaker came after Savage. He didn't work with Savage. He did. Undertaker looked at him like, "Are you for real or are you stupid?" You know. And Undertaker buried DDP to Vince, and that's why DDP never had the WWE career Booker T did.
Shucky, shucky, duck, duck, quack, quack, whatever.
No,
I mean, a lot of these guys would complain to Vince and they got buried. Look at what Randy Orton did to Mr. Kennedy.
he's not the only one. Orton and Cena together did that.
Mr. Buried.
Yeah, and he was going to be Vince's son's storyline. That's how much Vince believed. I didn't see it. I knew he was good, but I didn't see it that him to be a guy like that. But by that point, Cena and Orton were your top two guys in the company. You had your Triple H still there and all, who's married to Vince's daughter. Vince was like, yeah, these are my guys now. But instead of having Shawn and Brett arguing and egging it on, Cena and Orton were like this. They're like, oh, hey, that guy did me that. All right, I'm going to take care of that. They were like the new clique, but top money guys. Vince was, of course, going to do what they said. Orton is they will never show it in history. Orton has violated the wellness policy so many times and broke rules and done shit. And he's probably the guy that's gotten away with the most that Vince slid under the table. Orton was famous for hazing the boys, going in the shower, grabbing dudes' balls, doing all kind of shit, and got away with it. Orton was famous for going beyond like Kurt Hennig, Xbox style hazing.
All right.
Like he would get in the shower and act gay.
What?
Huh? But you know,
who was teasing?
Vince was never gonna bury Cena once he was over. Never an Orton. Orton was his first third generation guy. I mean, Rock was first, second. Yeah, Orton was his first third gen. That wasn't gonna happen in those days. Those guys, those guys told Vince something. It's like piss on everybody else. Whatever Orton and Cena says goes.
Yeah.
And you see, Batista could have had a role like that because of the way he handled himself, and he's smart. Not that he's a good wrestler, but he went to the Hollywood way of things, so he's gone. You know, he pulled up what Roman Reigns is gonna do because Reigns ain't got much longer because physically he keeps going. He's gonna be beat up. He's just setting him, and that's why he's part time. He's like, I'll do this, but I'm not doing it to kill myself because I'm just injuring myself laying on this hard ring every night.
Cody already talked about his next contract he signs. That's his last contract.
I could see that. Plus, he won't have with his family and his wife. I mean, Cody's taking some crazy bumps. I mean, he's taking some hard hits and shit.
Yeah.
Cody does this another 10 years.
This dude would throw a fucking table against Andrade.
He got his face slammed on metal in AEW and has a permanent scar.
No, he had a chair.
You remember when he had to wear that face mask at one time?
That wasn't from an injury. Vince, the girls backstage voted who was the hottest guy in WWE. They all said Cody Rhodes. And Vince did what he wanted to do to Christian and put a black box. Vince put the mask on him. It's like, I don't want to see your face. Vince originally wanted Christian, anytime he would come out in his singles run after Edge and Christian, to have a black box over his face on screen. Just a black box. He didn't want to show Christian's face.
He didn't want to show Christian. He couldn't stand him.
Vince said he hated Christian's face.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. You want some? Here's a good retribution story for you here. Kevin Dunn, the Beaver, who's been retired, but we finally get to talk about him again, Phil.
Yay!
Yeah, the Beaver hated Becky Lynch's accent and begged Vince to pull her off of TV. Then she blew up thanks to the Conor McGregor stuff with Nia Jax broke her nose and all that and being Irish. She blew up. I was like, boy, I hope it burns you all up in your craw. I said, now you gotta focus in on her every week on TV because she's the hottest thing going in the women's. I said, fuck you, Kevin Dunn. At that time, I was all for Becky. Because I liked her out of the Horsemen. At the time, I thought she was the best. Today, Bailey.
Bailey is the best.
Yeah, today I'll go with Bailey. She's the
Here's the
worst.
thing.
Bailey
Here's
is
the thing
the
that kind of like irks me about Kevin Dunn. He always feel like anything outside. I don't care what anything what they did outside of WWE is irrelevant. I hated that. I hate that stupid mentality that a lot of these WWE people have, like, or even these fans. You know, like.
Well, now they're mentioning all their other accolades except for AEW.
Yeah,
TNA, New Japan,
no,
CMLL,
it's still petty. You know, like it's like how come like CML, like who gives a fuck about CML? You know, and I told this more on this, like, you know, it wasn't for CML, you wouldn't have Stephanie McCourt. So and he blocked me after that.
Well, you know,
Oh, of course he will.
I'm going to say something right now about Stephanie McCourt. I watched her last night, and she was watered down so bad, dude.
They're famous for it. They did it. They
WWE
did it.
always watered wrestlers down.
AJ Styles, Nakamura, they're all been watered down since they got in the company compared to what they did before. All of them.
Well, gentlemen, I don't have anything else to talk about tonight.
I will say this. For a night that we thought we didn't have much news, we probably did more wrestling talk tonight, and in a good way, than we have in some weeks.
It's about damn time.
Yeah.
I do. When you're done, I do have records to show. And Josh might have stuff to show, too.
Oh, yeah.
I only got like a couple, so.
I got some more things to talk about.
I have this to show off, and it ain't finished.
I was about to say something, but you interrupted me.
Oh, how's it feel, Phil?
I'm sorry. Sucks, doesn't it? Sucks donut?
Hey, you want a Hertz donut?
Hey, Phil, don't talk about my father like that.
Hertz donut?
I need a mullet.
I got a mullet going on over here. Anyway, continue on.
Reincarnation of Terry Funk, man.
Hey, man, I'm Terry Funk.
No, you got. Oh, well, I'm Terry Funk, and I'm gonna fight you today.
I'm middle-aged and crazy.
This is sucks eggs.
Yeah, for real.
What do you got to show off?
Well, I was looking for some more, like, new. What do you guys think about Tessa Blanchard being back at CMLL?
Oh yeah, that happened, didn't it?
Yeah, I watched her wrestle tonight.
Huh.
So
did anybody else realize that?
Well, she was at TNA for quite a while, but then with the whole WWE thing, because WWE considers her to be a liability.
Let's see what happens in time with CMLL. If she burns bridges, if she can get on AEW television. Let's see. Let's see how long it takes until she fucks up.
Yeah, because she still gets heckled like a mother.
Oh, dude. Tony Khan's being very careful, especially he's so careful he won't even talk to Enzo Amore.
Yeah, but fuck Enzo, he sucks ass.
When I went to that OnlyFans, man, there was a couple guys.
You went to an OnlyFans?
Only wrestlers. My bad. Wrestler events.
Hold up. So this is what I'm on right now, but
officially listed. Okay. Well, let's see if she can hold it together. Whoa. That's AEW?
TNA.
This is TNA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, TNA will keep her. Maybe if WWE buys them, they might. Well, they can always keep her in the alum section. I mean, that anybody that crosses WWE but that's wrestled there stays in the alum section.
Did she retire?
Who?
Ash by Elegant. She retired.
Yeah, she had to. Her body's done. She wrestled stupid and hurt herself. What was her name in WWE? The little short, fat
Dana
stuff.
Brooke.
Yeah, Dana Brooke. Yeah, she wrestled dumb and her spine ain't there. Kind of like Paige. Paige wasn't trained right by her parents and wrestled like backyard style, and her body wore down. Then Sasha hit her.
She looks beautiful, Mara Sade. Beautiful woman.
Oh yeah,
Monster Slamovich, Matt Cardona. How's that gonna start working out? Because he's still doing independent stuff.
He is the
Warner.
Insane Clown
I'm surprised
Posse's
he's-
champion.
I have a feeling.
Yeah,
that
oh,
Mance
yeah.
Warner's- I have a
Breaking
feeling that
news
Mance
on
Warner's
that.
gonna go. I have a feeling that Mance Warner's going to be gone soon.
I can tell you what's gonna happen with that TNA deal if they go full WWE. All TNA as is for years have said no, we can't pay y'all $1 million. Y'all are welcome to outsource yourselves and work for other independent companies. That's been known for years with TNA in their modern day era. WWE acquires TNA, they're gonna say either you work for us and you're on a payroll or you're out of here fired. You know, Matt Cardona is either going to be rehired by WWE or let go. You're not going to be allowed to be an independent contractor in the U.S. if TNA is fully acquired by WWE. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're worried about good old Zack Ryder because I mean he was a likable guy. They didn't think they could do much with him at the time. He could have a research. He could be hired by WWE and have a resurgence. They could put him backstage as a coach. He's got a job, man, if he wants it. He's got a job.
I'm surprised WWE didn't use Rosemary for Halloween Havoc.
Maybe there's something that they don't like that we don't know about. Maybe they don't think she's good enough. Maybe I don't know if it's a wrestling thing, attitude.
No, so from what I hear, she's awesome.
I can guarantee you one thing. The AAA treatment will be treated to TNA, and I predicted this before it happened.
Guys,
And it hasn't taken a.
Here's some TKO. Here's some TKO news. I got some breaking news.
All right,
I know
hold on,
this
hold on.
Wait a minute, Mike's got to put up the. We need a jingle.
Wait. Get it.
Yeah, we need a jingle or something.
This is Phil, the Smart and Strong style, with the breaking news. Multiple UFC fighters have come forward to say they've been approached about fixing their fights.
Pro wrestling is fixed fights.
This is TKO shit, so involved.
No, that's UFC shit.
It's part of TKO.
Okay, well, UFC has been rumored to be fixed for a while, just like
A lot of people have
boxing.
been coming forward about this, and Ariel Helwani's been talking about this.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Burn.
I can see why he's banned from UFC because I can see starting to see why he was banned from UFC because of stuff like this.
Yeah, but
He saw the corruption in UFC. Can't say I blame him.
Well, gentlemen, do we have anything else to talk about? Anything at all?
No, this got a couple things to show off real quick.
All right, who wants to go first?
All right, me.
Let Phil go.
I got 10 issues of, let's see, Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween.
Nice.
The Prelude, issues 0 through 10.
Nice. Congrats, Phil. How much did that run you, Phil?
It took me about months to get them all, but almost a year to get all these, but it's worth it.
That's a beautiful cover there.
Nice.
I know, I like the artwork. I like this one of Two-Face right here. Yeah. Poison Ivy,
Poison Ivy.
Solomon Grundy, Catwoman, and as Batman and the majority of his rogues gallery. I like how they're getting close to Tim Sale's artwork on this, despite the fact he passed away about 3 years ago.
That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Well, I do have an anime Blu-ray.
Go for it.
And we'll look at the title belts.
Yeah, for real. Those are beautiful belts.
All right. Need some music like.
I was gonna say play him the Wii shop music from the old Wii.
Here is the anime Blu-ray I got. It's Full Metal Panic.
Nice.
It's a pretty good anime. It's a mecha anime, sort of like Gundam. It's about this. It's funny. He's a child soldier that grew up in the Middle East, but he's Japanese, and he's set to protect his. It's a lot. kind of a slapstick comedy. It came out in the early 2000s. I give it about an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
After watching it though, there's even like a comedy where they play a rugby and they cuss and the guy cusses them out like a fucking drill sergeant. That was hilarious.
Nice.
You like it how I used to like it how sometimes they purposely censor curse words. You know how funny that is? They actually do that in the anime. And they make the censoring the curse words actually kind of funny. You mother. Where they had like funny like sound effects to censor the curse words. I always found that funny.
Who's next, John?
I'll go. I only got a couple things. All right. First off, I had to get this one.
I seen it.
Dun, 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 dun,
I can't even see what it is yet.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Oh. I had to get this soundtrack because
remind me to poison all of y'all before karaoke night. Thank you.
I got this because Sam Jones is actually doing an autograph signing soon, and I want to get this, and I want to get my Funko Pop signed.
Nice.
Keep calm and deaf to Ming.
So
Death to Ming. Ming Haku will kill anyone.
No, talking about Ming the Merciless.
Now, I had to pick this up for the holidays.
Metal Christmas.
Heck
No.
yeah, it's got some
Zach Nodder, I said that.
Hey, is that the one with Lemmy and them doing "Run, Rudolph, run"?
Let me see. Hold on. Yep.
Yeah, let me see the other names on that thing because my radio station plays all of that for Christmas. You got to go higher. I can't see it. All right, I see George Lynch, Steve. I see Alice Cooper, Doug. I can only see the first four names.
Doug Ulrich,
Alice
Cooper,
Cooper.
Ronnie James Dio, Dave Grohl, Des Ferrer, Tony Iommi, Lemmy, George.
Tell
Lynch.
me, I want to know what song Dio and what song Iommi did.
Actually, it's Ronnie James Dio and Tony Iommi doing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
I think I heard it one time. Okay. All right.
Alice Cooper does Santa Claus.
Oh, now I can see Tommy Shaw, Jeff Tate, Michael Schenker. Yeah. I a lot. My radio station plays a lot of that for December.
Yeah, so I saw it. I was headed to get it, and Monica pushed me. Said, "All right, just get it." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, for sure. Get whatever night that was. I wasn't looking.
Ramen noodles for a couple of weeks, but yeah, I got it.
Well, how much was that fucker?
Oh,
Couldn't have been that much.
it was about $30.
Justin Paul Sports, fucking, he puts burrs.
Wow.
Yeah, Phil can.
You had, of course, country would mention a musician that stabbed someone 23 fucking times and say it was self-defense.
He's and burned down a church, but he's free. He's a free man today.
But
Yeah.
the last one. This is Monica.
Oh, that's Trent from Nine Inch Nails doing that. So I haven't heard it. Heard it.
It's actually pretty good. We actually listened to it, and this is the limited edition white vinyl that we found.
Okay, nice.
So,
I have not got to enjoy it. I heard the movie's not all that. I'm looking forward to enjoying Trent's soundtrack.
Honestly, good soundtrack, and the movie's it's good. It's good. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
All right.
It's gonna be better than-
In the words of MJF, the movie is mid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I needed to know.
You done, Josh?
I'm
That
done.
has what's his name in there?
Look where they come to. The least, but not the least. The last, but not the least. Well, I'm 2 boxes behind, so we're going to split this one in half. So I'm going to show this off first. I notice everybody shut up because they're like, oh boy, he's on.
Okay, what you got? What you got?
I paid $5 for this. This was an auction. No one would bid. Chad was like, "It's in horrible shape." La 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 la. I said, "I've never seen that before in my life, and I know they have greatest hits and versions." I said, "I've never seen that in my life." I said, "For $5." Oh, it's also a 1978 Italy. That tells the story. That means why I didn't recognize the cover. Um, this is 8 tracks of supposedly greatest hits, but it's about the first 3 albums from Priest.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I used to have it on cassette when I was a kid.
Now, this is from Italy. The cover is completely taped. You can't put nothing in it. I said, nice. I'll use it as a cardboard. I said, for $5, what can I do? If it don't play, I'll give it the glue treatment. If that don't work, I'll hang it. I played the fucker. I played the fucker.
Wow, Chelsea
No,
Green got cream pied on.
Phil, quit watching porn.
No, for real.
George's about tempted to get in his car and go whoop your ass.
It's only a 20-minute drive if Gordon's mad.
let's hear the rest of how awesome Chelsea Green is. Crickets. Thank you. All right. Yeah. 8 tracks from the original 3 Priest albums that plays and plays right. Yes, I got a steal on that. Yes, that's right.
Do you
While
have
we
any
on
Deicide records?
Seal
Ooh.
the sustained class. Yes, the Priest classic, of course.
Burzum rules. Varga's awesome.
I
No,
don't even think you can find Deicide on fucking vinyl.
I did not know what this was. I was tempted because he was having a sale on new vinyl. Never before released performances. Deluxe 12-page booklet includes unseen photographs and essay pressed on 150-gram audiophile grade vinyl and sourced from the newly discovered 2-track snowboard recordings. This is Jimi Hendrix live at the Hollywood Bowl,
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
and it's sealed. And it has like song once called Introduction. They have him playing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band like Beatles. There's Killing Floor, The Wind Cries Marion Foxy Lady. We know Catfish Blues, Fire Like a Rolling Stone, Wild Thing. Mr. John Moxley, here's Wild Thing. We learned something. All right. What we have here? Oh yes, the least worst stuff. Typo negative.
Yes, I just got that.
Yep. It's
And I was listening to it, and I see the difference. I see the difference. In
you
that.
notice what I was telling you about it. It's
Yeah.
This is for someone who's not the biggest typo fan, because typo negative is made to be long and drawn out and slow, even when they play fast. But this is pretty much they shave the fat off of the so. If you're just a collector, you just want something for typo, this is fine. But if you want to enjoy like all of Black Number One songs, like parts are cut out. So
Yeah,
it's a rush job on typo. I will say that a couple songs on here. I'll give 2 songs props because they didn't cut anything. "Love You to Death" from October Rust is the whole, I think, whole for song. Could be wrong. And the very last on side D, I mean the name of the song is fucking Gravitational Constant. G equals 6.67 times 10 minus 8 cm minus 3 gm minus 1 sec minus 2. 912 minutes is the real one off the first album.
Yeah.
But this is the rush. If you're somebody that's like, I need a typo, but I'm not buying every album, this is like they're shaved. They're shaved. And then this I got in an absolute bidding war for. I ended up spending $60. Your boy Chad was like, "Bro, they just went to hell World War II and back over this thing." But I knew what it was, and it's an OG. This is Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East, Japanese.
I got that.
Live in Japan.
I got that one.
You got
That's
it?
a good album.
Huh?
That's a good album. I got that one.
This is the 1979 United States Terre Haute OG.
Actually, I got the quick story on that one. I got that album when I helped my buddy Country clean out his mom's house. There was,
Was
a
it a
stack.
set?
There was
Was it a
there was a
78?
stack of vinyl there. He said, if you want them, you could take them. And it was Judas Priest Unleashing the East.
Was it 78 Terre Haute pressing?
Oh, is Japanese person?
No, this is a U.S. Terre Haute 1978 OG.
You know what? I'm gonna have to take it out and look at it.
That's why I spent $60 on it. Then I've been putting this off for forever because I didn't want to spend $44.99 or $37.99. He has this. This is a 1983 Jacksonville. That's a U.S. pressing, but Jackson. These are reputable. The names I tell you are reputable presses. This was VG. I got it. I try. He wanted 20. I said 15. He said 18. Bro, this album goes for a lot more than that. It's Pink Floyd, but it's echoes.
Ooh,
Nice.
good one.
Yeah. Which, if you know anything, side 2 is echoes. And that's 25 minutes of your brain going bye-bye. Just that alone. Just that alone. The song, I impressed so many of my friends when I was a teenager. Putting that on and we'd go get high and ride to the lake. And I'd say, put this on. And they would just, their minds would be blown because it was echoes.
Mayhem has a new album coming out.
Brand new album. I opened this and listened to it already. Brand new album from the thrash metal gods that still don't make a bad album. Testament, baby.
Damn, yeah, nice. That's an awesome ass cover too.
It's a double album. This has death metal songs on it, even in vocals. Chuck did some Chuck did some death metal on there. So this is a different album. They didn't want to repeat everything. There's some thrash metal, there's some death metal on there, but they did the damn thing. And I got 2 more to show, and then that's half of the box I bought, and I have a whole nother box I ain't showed, plus another one on the way. I'll save the other half of that box for next time, but we'll consider one of his best solo albums of all time, and I was able to talk him down to $24. This is a double album. Iron Maiden's own Bruce Dickinson.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, I have never heard this one, but friends of mine have told me. I'm like, I have Accident of Birth. To me, that's the best. That's the one with Adrian on it when they both left Maiden. That's what Maiden should have sounded like in 94, 95. But they told me this one's like up there. So I have The Chemical Wedding for $25, double dip. And Laura can brag now. Chad, it was 2 Saturdays ago, at least. Chad went watch the game. He put Laura on the auction, not Paul. And Paul, we got stupid. We were clowning Laura and all that. We were getting ridiculous. Laura finally sold me an album, but she didn't just sell me any album.
Ooh.
That's Tony Iommi's second solo album. This was recorded in the late 90s before he got back with Sabbath. That's with Glenn Hughes singing, who did sing at least on one Sabbath album. Glenn Hughes also known from Deep Purple. He was one of the singers. But yeah, this is all original music of Tony doing this thing. And that's sealed still. And I got that for $30.
Nice.
Not
That's a
bad.
good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one right there.
And I will save the other half of that box for another day. Plus, I have a whole nother box waiting, plus another one coming. And between my blues collection growing and now I've gotten a lot of the records I wanted miscellaneous for cheap. Now I've been bidding and buying auction and getting the metal records I want. Only up from here, baby. WWE and AW wish they had my upper trajectory.
All right.
Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing that wrong, brother.
damn right, man. We're not just food to eat on and get stuck all in your teeth and all that stuff, man. We're also
We're food for the ears, baby.
fucking
That's
right.
right.
Man. Does anybody have any? Well, go ahead, Jordan. End this out.
Well, because just like I proved What's mine is mine, and what's yours, even if you don't know it yet, it's gonna be mine too. Because I'll bid for it and I'll buy it. Because I'm the repo man. Or I know him at least. I know him very personally. See, Phil was lucky. Phil was lucky he wasn't here last week because the Repo Man was after him. From hey boys, did
I
y'all
ain't
tell
scared
him?
of goddamn
Did y'all tell him that the Repo Man is after him for some dollars? Did y'all tell him that?
Yeah,
Mike,
we told him.
Mike,
Yeah, we
did y'all
told him.
tell him that?
Yeah, we told
That's
him.
your fun fact, Mike. That's your fun fact for the night, by the way.
Oh, here's
Phil,
a
That's
fact.
Phil's a check